If you're in the USA, like I am, you are probably getting ready for Thanksgiving, because hopefully I will have this video up before Thanksgiving. Now, saying that, I still have a lot to do before Thanksgiving. Homegirl over here has still not been to the store, so I'm hoping the things that I need for Thanksgiving are going to be at the store, and I'm trying to avoid Walmart at all costs. That said, I am very much looking forward to Thanksgiving. This will be my daughter's second Thanksgiving. She was born the beginning of November, so she was a part last year. I was inspired by this pumpkin teapot on Pinterest. It wasn't the specific one, but you get the idea. So I started with the pumpkin kettle itself with a cute, kind of spooky, kind of cute face on it. I wanted to have some sort of movement, so I added the cup at the bottom so it had like a direction to go with pouring the tea. And I added the little ghost on it. It was in the middle of spooky season, October, when I drew this, so I had ghosts and goblins on the brain. So starting the line work, I again started with the teapot, adding different texture to the wood part and the vine part. I ended up using the symmetry tool to do the stylized sunflowers. I had tried to draw them a little more realistic-esque and didn't like it, so I went with my stylized version instead. Around the corners, I did some leaf shapes. They're not exactly accurate to anything, but they had the idea, the design that I wanted. These vines took forever. I have not done so many small detailed pieces in a while. So just getting these all lined up to where they looked like they were fulfilling, but they didn't go overboard. The vines were looking a little too plain, so I ended up adding these little berries that kind of look like holly berries, I guess is the best way to describe them. Colors, I wanted to go really fall autumnal with the browns, the desaturated yellows. I took the green from the kettle to put that as the coffee cup. Originally, I had this kind of watercolor background, but wasn't satisfied with it. So eventually I ended up turning it into this really pretty plaid pattern. Adding all of the shadows, the highlights, just making everything pop. And then you can see where that background came in, and that's the finished piece. This piece is kind of a sneak peek to an art set I have coming up, which will feature 2 illustrations and a sticker pack of mushroom nature fairy houses. They're based off of the different seasons, so they all have a different type of house and setup. Summer may be my favorite one, so stay tuned. I'll have that up within the next week or two, showing those designs and where you can pick up the pack. So one of the stickers in the set is an autumnal pumpkin house, and I had it drawn and went ahead and used its lines as the base for this one. I wanted it to look fall, so everything still had some green to it, but it was starting to, you know, desaturate into that yellowy dead tone that grass takes in the winter. I really love the texture that I got on the door and the windows and the rocks. This was probably my favorite version of this technique that I used. I figured out that I really like to use shadows, strong shadows with the multiply level, and then strong highlights with the overlay. But I really like adding texture with just some simple brushes and kind of giving it a little bit more fleshed out look than just the flatline colors. Added a little bit of texture to everything before I went in with the multiply and overlay layer. Here I am going with the highlights with overlay layer, and then I will throw in my multiply layer to do my shadows. The last thing that I did that I wasn't like super thrilled with, but it looked better at the end, is I added these curtains. They do look better in some of the other ones. With that said, that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed these two pieces. I really had a lot of fun drawing them. They turned out so pretty and were great in the fall season. I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.